welcome back to Do It in League. We have some more Mythic Summer Cup. We were doing some of it last time as well. This time we have Recon 5 versus Third Impact. And I'm ready for a solid game. What's up, Loki?
I'm doing pretty good. Happy to see some good Counter-Strike. Like you said before, we did a Myth Cup last time. We're happy to be back this time. This one with Third Impact versus Recon 5. Last time these two teams played against each other, it was kind of a roll for Recon 5, and that was at the last Cup. So Third Impact out here for revenge.
Yeah, looking to get a good game in. We have the dualies, which I like to see on Desi on this CT pistol, and one nade set for the T's. So nice little peek from Saturn. It's gonna do some damage, but no kills yet. And a double push out from Long. Okay, they are going to go into it, so this could be kind of tough, but Slight's actually going to get 3 kills. Looking for the 4th as he goes out towards Long. Walker's going to trade 2 back, though. Wow. It's going to go straight into the 3-on-2, so still a man advantage for Recon 5. A really exciting first round so far. We still have a minute 20 seconds.
Yeah, we do. We do have George playing this jump up position, just spotting out towards A while Saturn's kind of baiting, but looking for a bit of info. The T's are very spread out at this moment, as Barrett is just pushing through Monster right now, clearing out any push through, make sure the CTs don't have much info, but Desi's going to be hearing all this running, so that's going to allow a rotate from George to come on down. But with a minute left on the clock, the T's still need to decide where they want to go, and they're leaning towards this B right now. Saturn's rotating the bank, and they have George in heaven, but Barrett is actually coming out Monster. He has first contact, but Desi's going to get him with the dualies, and that's going to leave Walker all by himself.
Yeah, if he wants to finish this one off, it's going to be the ace for him. He only has 40 seconds to work with. So running away, he does have the bomb at least, of course, but not much time as he has to get all the way up Divider. He wants a chance at planting this bomb. Desi is on here, and the jump is going to spot him, but Desi picks up 2 in the round. And so I'm sure that's Slight. Glad that his effort is not going to go to waste. Walker was able to trade back in pretty solid fashion, so we have some good aim going on so far. Maybe we're going to have a pretty flashy match, but of course that is the round win going towards a Recon 5 as they pick up the first pistol of this series and head into the MP9s with an AUG onto Slight. Meanwhile, just a single deagle for Third Impact. We'll see if maybe it can do some economy damage, but other than that, not too many hopes for Third Impact to win this round.
Not much, but you got a couple kills last round, and if you could try to squeeze out a bomb plant this round, be good, but a nasty nade comes on through. And that's always like one of those things that puts a damper on your ecos. You immediately get takedown for over like 70 damage across your team, and it's like, okay, well, at this point, we just got to group up and hope for the best. That's exactly what they're doing towards this fountain position right now. They've crept up, and they're having Walker with this deagle just poke first, see if he can find any openings for a squad. And luckily for them, Recon 5 is kind of playing reserve towards long bathroom and a bit towards sight. So if they can catch off Saturn here, they at least have a chance to do something. But Saturn's here on an island, so if they can find this kill quick before it gets any support, they might be able to find something in this round. But Slight is here for that support, as mentioned, so and nothing should happen, but as I say, that Grape does bring one back from the deagle of the dead body of Walker, but Slight too ready for Brett on the site. And yeah, Third Impact, like I said before, not too many hopes. They had their windows in it, but can't expect much in this round.
Yeah, of course, they were able to pick up that 1 kill. If they can get another one out, which is possible, that would be nice for them, because, yeah, the economy's not fantastic, but some SMG farms means that Desi picks up a good $1,200 at the end of that round. So they're not doing too bad just losing 1 gun there. It's just Saturn who's on like 4k and has to rebuy, but that shouldn't be an issue. They go into the first gun though. This is where they can decide to play the bonus, of course, because yeah, we have 2 rifles coming out. The rest are on SMGs. They have a little bit of money. If they lose this, it probably will be tough to buy next round actually. So we'll see what happens. The T's are definitely much more favored with the guns here. Of course, going in with 3 AKs. I should say 4 actually. I thought it was 2 Galils, but 4 AKs versus 3 MP9s. I at least like the AUGs. And wow, George getting tagged down with that short wall bang is going to give even more of a, slight advantage for Third Impact in this round. And 4-man short control early from Recon 5, and now Saturn backing up towards Divider, of course, with the scoped AUG. Should help him out a little bit, and the SMG is holding close inside water. Doubled up. Meanwhile, the map control going out towards front bathrooms. That is the AUG going down, but at least trading one back. So into the 4-on-4.
Yeah, we're taking this outside bathroom control. They might not expect Desi and Khan. And Slight's up here too, so this 2A setup might catch their impact off guard with how separated they are right now. But with 50 seconds left on the clock, having bathroom control is really good at this time. But the CTs did get short control, and they saw absolutely no one. With Desi and Khan, like we stated before, they're going to allow rotate up to A, so this is going to end up being a hard pull. But Desi comes from a flank and whiffs a few shots, and he's not going to get anything for his trouble. With that dink, too, Slight's going to be forced to back up and just give up this site to third impact.
Yeah, it was looking kind of promising. Recon 5 kind of had the info, but there was only one player towards the A site, like you were saying, and he gets dinked down. So the flank was kind of their hope, one of the big pieces in this round to maybe get them an advantage coming into this post plant. But we're going to have the 3-on-3 situation. Of course, two of these players are pretty heavily tagged on Recon 5, one of them for third impact. So we'll see how it plays out, but playing pretty forward towards the bomb site. Looks like third impact's ready to be aggressive. So now here comes the retake. It looks like George wants to peek out, and they're coming out with the MP9s. He's going to get taken down swiftly. Can't quite double up. Wilkie trades one back, but now Walker takes down the low HP player. Wilkie last alive with the MP9. Can't get it done. It's 3 for Walker in the round, and the first round for third impact.
Absolutely, and because Recon 5 was able to get 1 or 2 kills, and at least in the pistol in that second round, just this round alone, Recon 5's money is kind of in the dirt a little bit. They are going to get an op-out, but other than that, they're just going to have, it's basically going to be very similar to the buy they just had before, and actually a lot worse than it is. Yeah. So this is already looking like it could be a really good half for third impact.
Interestingly, that 1 kill that they got really impacted the money, because it meant that Slight had to buy for Saturn, and then Saturn kind of bought himself his armor and everything. So that was 2 players that were pretty much broke going into that bonus round because only one of them died. So that actually really impacts the economy, just getting that 1 kill with the single deagle buy. So that's pretty interesting to see. Now, of course, really weak on double deagle for both of them. MP9 on George. Of course, we have an AUG and an AWP. We'll see if Desi's maybe able to make a play. It looks like he's falling back from their long control here. And Slight does have a rock, of course, the classic position as the T's take front bathrooms control. But other than that, it's pretty standard for now.
Absolutely. I'm very curious to see what Desi can do with this up on this side. But
yeah,
Desi's actually taking for a peek, and he's not going to get tagged so hard. And having no armor, too, is just going to make that so much worse. And that's going to give him up on the Brett. He's got the Mac 10. And then great finding that kill towards that B site is actually going to cause a little bit of disarray, but they're going to have to rotate. And Brett with a great little headshot on the Saturn. It's going to leave the A site wide open. They might not expect Slight so far back, but they're actually looking aware that, hey, someone could come behind us during this flank. So Saturn and Slight's not going to get activated into this round too much. And this should be another good round for third impact unless Recon 5 makes something happen. And Slight's making a good little shout at it after getting that 1.
Yeah, I guess the first George is actually going to get another, and so it's into the 2-on-2 now. He's pretty tagged up, but Slight with this AK now, looking pretty dangerous as he peeks and gathers up with his teammate, of course. Brett is now isolated. They get the trade. And so now Walker, last alive, he does have the op, and he has the bomb planted for him, but the smoke is going to change things. 10-second defuse, so it's going to be pretty close. Walker just has to hit the shot. He doesn't realize he's hit him. He just has the Glock, and he's going to give up. I think the defuse is coming through. Absolutely. 3 rounds for Recon 5. Oh my goodness. The terrible buy is actually going to win it out, even with the op going down early. Wow, what a clencher.
Yeah, that was kind of a throw from third impact. That was a 2v5 out of Recon 5 with the ninja defuse. I don't know how they let that slip through.
That is tough. Definitely just can't be feeling good for third impact right now. We got to make sure they're not getting too emo, letting the what's the word? Momentum go third impact's way. But as I say that, both teams are actually on a really weird buy. So this is like an eco versus like a weird force. So this could go either way, and now as the quick rush is coming through, Slight's in an awkward position. He's gonna get 1, can't quite get the second, no helmet. Means that the Tech 9 is going to be super deadly just running there. Brett picks up another one, and so they have all the entries that they need. Oh my goodness, maybe a bit overzealous from him, but it goes into the 1-on-3. The op alive here on Insane, and I think George is ready for this, but he is ready for Wilkie. Ooh, scoping up towards Bank, and now he's surrounded too. He probably knows it as he tries to look towards bathrooms. Wilkie is going to take him down. He's getting shot from all angles. So that's 4 from Recon 5 as they pick up that op. Actually the double now already.
Yeah, this is such a weird half so far in terms of the economy because Recon 5, despite them being up 4-1, they've had weird money. They're always one round away from just being broke because Third Impact, they literally had a bye round and then a half bye, which they almost just won. And then now they're like, damn, we lost that round. Let's just make a case. And now they're just on a bye again, and they can easily pull back into this round. So Recon 5, despite them being up 4-1, can easily end up on the back foot later on in this half if they don't pull out some convincing rounds.
Yeah, I was talking about momentum before, and I think this is absolutely a chance for Third Impact, bring it their way. Either team gets reset on this round, so if they can just pull out their first gun, I mean, that's not helping. Walking straight into Desi's angle there with the Yop in heaven. Of course, that is the double for Recon 5. If Third Impact is able to pull off this 4v5, it would completely reset the economy of Recon. Taking their bathrooms control, it's been pretty much the same thing out of them for most of these rounds as they get close bathrooms. And we've seen a lot of double long out of Recon 5 as well. They have Saturn and Slight in long bathrooms. Slight actually posted up on front. This is pretty cool. But Third Impact, meanwhile, is going all the way through brackets, all of them. 0 bathrooms control. So that's going to leave the A site pretty much wide open.
Yeah, look how far
Slight is looking for a play here. Yeah, sneaking through front bath. They can't find anything so far. They're hearing the nade, so the rotate should be coming up from B. I feel like he gets one. And he tries to fall back. He knows that the T's are going to be looking for him now. Insane is posted up on his angle. But they have such a good setup now, leaving the A side open, but surrounding these T's. They have a man advantage as the bomb goes down.
Yeah, absolutely. But this retake from Connector is already way too far. And funny enough, the two players retaking are the two players out of the A site players. And a great shot from Slight to leave Walker all by himself. He is going to find a 1, and he has 3 CTs right in front of him. And he does have a little bit of space with this truck, but he's going to get pinched in from either side, and that's going to be a round for Recon 5. Again, another round where Third Impact kind of looked okay, but as you stated, the CTs said they had no one on site, so the 2 A players just ended up retaking their own site with their 2 B rotates, and it just threw Third Impact for a complete loop, and that's going to allow them to get a 5th on the board, and Third Impact, they have about 4K each. We do have a Third Impact timeout right now, so we're going to discuss how to move forward.
This is, they might be discussing whether they want to buy right now, because Insane's money's kind of weird, same with Brett. But, like, they could pull out Galils if they really wanted to. They're probably considering whether they want to maybe reset Recon 5's economy, because, of course, only Slight and Saturn really have money here, and of course it's 0 loss bonus for Recon 5, because they have won a bunch of rounds in a row. So, yeah, it's a bit of a tough call, because you can also give Recon 5 a big chance to just run away with this half. If you decide to force here and just lose out, go to an eco next. But of course we'll see what happens. We're going live, and it is just going to be the Deagle buy. Some Tech 9s. Well, yeah, buying down to around 2k with 4 loss bonus. That's going to be perfectly fine for their T-side gun rounds.
Absolutely.
They're just going to spread out, I guess, see if they can get some kills.
Yeah, we did see a buy out of this earlier in this half. They actually managed to get all the way to the site with it, so Third Impact probably still feeling okay with this buy to at least make something happen, but another standard setup out of Recon 5 to play long bathroom and top connectors looking top con. And despite them being very separated right now, they're still kind of playing together on this top con. The only downside is that if Slight does miss this shot, it's only Saturn on a huge island towards the long bathroom. And a flash comes off, and like I said, now that missed shot is going to fall back, and now Saturn long bathroom by himself, but he's actually having all this info that Third Impact's all just hanging out. Now they know here that's going to be both A players, and Third Impact seemed like they don't exactly know what to do just yet. They're just being stalled out by this U-tilt and playing all the way back, and now Slight has support to long. Saturn has support from this long position. They have a rotate up too, so Third Impact's in a very weird spot with like no map control. 50 seconds left. As I said, they actually did jump in the short.
Yeah, that's Desi going up to heaven. And as well as that, we have Wilkie falling back to Graffiti. So they've kind of pulled back these B players right as they've gone back into short. And now they're setting up the B execute. Yeah, Wilkie scrambling back into the pit as the flashes come through. And here comes the execute. Insane, wrapping around the pillar. Isn't going to get anything done. Ooh. Wilkie opens up, but that's a trade back from Grape as he gets 2. George is the last player in the pit. A lot of damage coming out of that Deagle. It's into the 1-on-3. Brett has the Tech 9. He can get something done here. He gets the first, and now he has an M4 to his name. He can't quite get the second kill yet. Hiding in the smoke, though, he actually gets into pit. How has he stayed alive this long? He's finally going to get taken out. Slight. Wow. Incredible chaos all over the B site, but the defuse is going to come through.
Yeah, I think third impact, despite them still having a shout in that round towards the end there, it feels like they're just taking too long. They're doing a really good job in the beginning, just defaulting, pushing Recon 5 back, but then they're just waiting too long once they're able to get that map control to either just hit that site or go back to the other one, because it's allowing Recon 5 just to reset into how they want to play their game and just going to a slaughter. But as I stated, third impact, despite the great setup Recon 5 is having, third impact is able to break and at least get a bomb down most of the time, so they just need one or two of these rounds to go their way, because Recon 5, their money still hasn't been that great. They've been playing round to round, just hoping for the best.
Yeah, interestingly, of course, half of the rounds the Recon 5's won, the bomb has gone down, and that's going to be an opening pick from Walker, which is a better chance into this one. We've mostly seen that out of the CT so far. Make it 2. But like I was saying with the bomb plants, I feel like every time the bomb has really gone down, it's been like a 1-on-3 at that point. It's just put like one of these players into a clutch that they have to like desperately try and close out with whatever they have left as the solo player. Oh, Wilkie making a monster play is actually going to trade one back, and that's a lot of info out of Wilkie. He knows that all of short is clear now, all of monster is clear as he pushes through. These 4 long players are just committing up to A site now. At least I would think. Yeah, clearing out long bath, and they continue to run for it, but there's 2 players posted up on front bath. They're going to hear this. The molly goes down, and now Desi is posted up and ready for this to happen. Here come the smokes. A good flash could get him off this angle, but he peeks, and he sees all 4 players, gets the opener. The blind players are coming through, and there's a crossfire. Desi picks up a second. Saturn gets 1. The front bathroom setup is working fantastically as he goes to the 1-on-2. Brett in a very awkward fight with Saturn here as he goes down to 30 HP, and he has the bomb down. The long flank comes through. There's the flank finally, and it's closed out. Recon 5 once again leaving the site almost open to a certain extent, but managing to win the round. They've been really good with their setups. Like, they've been in the right spots at the right times pretty much every single time.
Yeah, that was around the showing third impact out. They had 2 opening picks right off the start of the round, but Desi and Saturn was able to lock it down off that full long hit. And for third impact, you have to feel like you as a team that you're playing the right game, just not playing it right, doing the right things wrong.
Yeah, right calls. Maybe the execution's a bit off. I feel like they're maybe not trading super well. It's been a lot of multi-frags out of Recon 5. So, something about the way they're doing these executes. Here's another opener out of third impact. That's Saturn getting caught off. I'm pretty sure he had an op, actually. Did he? I'm not sure.
No,
And either way, yeah, he got caught on the left eye peak. And so, we'll see if they're able to convert this time. Because they've had a few chances like we were talking about. But if they want any sort of chance in the next half, they have to get a few. I'd say maybe 5 is like a solid. That's like the average. Overpass T side. Ooh, another chance into a 5-on-3. Brett low HP, the only player towards bathrooms here, so it could get a little interesting as George pushes through, and they haven't fully cleared it out. So Brett's gonna get caught off guard jumping, and now into the 4-on-3. Getting closer now as these players start coming up towards Con, but George can't win his next fight. So 2-on-4, it's looking good for third impact now as Wilkie and Desi split up. One long, one going up divider, and can't win that fight. Walker's ready for it. Wilkie now the one in the clutch, and the bomb is down, of course. We've seen that a lot at a third impact, so I think they're going to close it out this time.
I think so too, and that was a good round of third impact. It seems like they kind of just rinsed and repeated what they did in the last round. They managed to find the kills and just went up long. The big thing that time is that they didn't get caught off by that last bathrooms player, Brett, just lurking around. He's able to find one. And then one thing third impact's actually doing to adapt here is that Recon 5, every time they go into this retake A, the 2 players have, two of the B players have flown up connector just to try to retake fast. So they plant opposite, so they didn't even have a chance to even into that retake. So third impact, despite them being down 7-2, is still making good plays out here to try to force themselves back into this half.
Look at this though. The fact that these rounds have been so close means that this is instantly an eco out of Recon 5.
Yeah, they've been playing round to
round
round for their
5 rounds
lives.
in a row. Yeah. So now that they've lost a single one, of course, still a chance for third impact to immediately bring the momentum. They're most likely going to get a third here unless something goes completely wrong. And then they're going to have another gun in the next one. Even then, like, George and Saturn are on weird money, so Wilkie probably wants to save this gun. They probably want to play for exit somewhere. Maybe snag another rifle out of this for Recon 5 just to get a decent buy into the next and feel confident, but, you know, they have been playing a solid game so far. Definitely want to see third recon. Third recon. There's numbers and words, and I'm mixing them up. uh, Definitely want to see third impact pull this one through, and then see if they have a chance in the next gun round.
Absolutely. Do have a 4B setup right now, Recon 5, and leaving Slight by himself with a P250. Hoping to get this one and done from behind the Vider, but Third Impact have been doing a great job getting Bathrooms control, so I don't think they should get too caught off by this, and it's going to be Barrett to challenge that position probably, but no, he's not like to go inside, but now the person that's left on the outside is actually dangerous with this bomb, so Slight might be able to find a sick timing and actually catch the bomb off outside Bathroom. But that's talking worst case scenario if anything happens, but Recon 5 does get short control, and looks like Grape is poking out Monster right now, so they're just going to stand their ground while Grape pokes in the B and maybe calls a mid-round to go down connector, but with 30 seconds left, this can get super dangerous if Third Impact doesn't make up their mind like right now.
Yeah, it has to happen, and here come the smoke, so Slight is actually not going to get cleared. He's going to get the first kill. He has the bomb in front of him now, but he does get traded by that Brett. He's going to find an opener towards the site, and it's kills across the board as it goes into a 4-on-1. Brett closes it out. 2 in the round for him, and there's that third round, only losing 1 player. And of course, more than enough money to get through this round, but it's the CTs that are in an interesting spot. So yeah, they're actually going to go for a deagle buy, and a big chance for Third Impact to get their 5th on the board now, and then we'll be in the next gun round. So actually a double eco out of Recon 5 just off of losing their first gun round. It just speaks to how close these rounds have been. Third Impact has really had a chance in a lot of these, and so they've been grinding down the economy every single time. That first win completely broke it.
Absolutely. But last round was the first round where we actually saw a weakness out of Third Impact. They played that really way too slow, and if Recon 5 even had the buy they had now last round, I could have easily went Recon 5 away and destroyed this half for Third Impact, but it's Counter-Strike. Sometimes you just get lucky with how you're playing your game, and you're able just to shoot people even though they have pistols. So this round, and they're able to move on to this round, and it looks like they're playing slightly different than they have this whole time. Since 2 guys who connect, they're very passive towards Fountain. And Recon 5 doing that thing, just kind of split up again towards this A site. They have Slight here by himself, and they actually have a 4-man B stack right now as Saturn moves over there. So, a minute left on the clock. Third Impact just getting towards this bathroom control, and Slight's actually just walking up along right now. And he's going to be jiggling everything out. So, another round where he can find maybe a sick timing, but Walker right now looks like he has his number.
Yeah, Walker actually, the dedicated long flank, posted up with this op. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, going out long bathrooms, they are going to check for him. So Slight, shot in the back, he's spotted out and surrounded. Nowhere for him to go as he hides behind this rock. If he hits some shots, maybe there's some potential. But, oh, Walker's actually gone. So he's ready, completely open towards Fountain. But in the meantime, the other thing that's open is the A site. So the bomb's going down in this 5-on-5. This could get kind of interesting. I mean, they could opt to actually save their armor for the next round. That wouldn't be a bad decision for Recon 5. Yeah, it looks like they're just walking in short. Yeah, I don't even think they want to fight this. I think that's a good call.
Yeah, I think you could send Slight and Saturn at it just to see if maybe they can snag an AK. Or even just try to get that op down, because just losing an op's already a huge impact to the economy. But yeah, with the Recon 5 with how our economy has been, just saving that at $650 off that armor, that's huge. And Wilkie actually getting an AK, so now their economy is looking okay, because that means with that money, Wilkie's going to save a ton of money. He's actually probably going to be able to drop an op over to Slight this round.
Yeah, and they've been enjoying the double op, so maybe somebody wants to do a glass cannon or something if they want to get that out, because Wilkie can absolutely afford to drop it. Yeah, there's Slight buying one immediately, going for smoke and armor with his op there.
The second one's probably
just going to get some util, so yeah, they're just, I guess, yeah, Desi still has a chance. No, he's going to get the M4. So they're going to go for the single op. Does not hurt to have the AK, though, and so we are going into our next gun. Op on both sides, all the bells and whistles, big gun round here. One thing, like you were saying, oh wait, it's a B-rush, actually. I'm going to stall my thought. Okay, no, just a fast short control, maybe?
But they have 5
split.
Yeah, they have 5 players here, so I guess it's kind of quick. And George actually almost getting caught off right now, and a great nade actually chunk gun down, and the whole Recon 5 just threw the whole kitchen sink at Third Impact to try to start out this execute, but yet somehow Brett managed to get out. So he's going to be able to make a play in front of all this right now. Like, the flash comes on over, and that's going to allow him to fight Wilkie, but Wilkie's gonna find that kill anyway. And this B hit has been torn to shreds by Third Impact and by Recon 5. And I have to say, Third Impact, I like the change of pace. I just feel like it was slightly too slow. It was too telegraphed based on what they're doing this whole half, which once Recon 5 just saw like a couple things go differently, they're like, okay, they're coming B, and just threw everything they had at them. And just made that way too slow, but round like that's needed for Recon 5, because now they're able to at least get more of a buy than they had before. But even then, they're still one round off just broken economy yet again. And that would break their economy for the rest of the half. So this is a huge round for both teams. Just either extend their lead or just bring it to a competitive half.
Yeah, like you were saying in the last one, the moment a lot of nades started coming out for B there, like you were saying, the whole kitchen sink towards short and monster put all their counter util out, meant that the entire rotate came through. It was pretty much a 5v5 site take, and that's going to go Recon 5's way. Now as we head into the next, there's actually a FAMAS on George, so they've been struggling this whole half, even in this gun round. They can't quite get all the rifles they want, even on a round where they're going to get pretty much reset if they lose it, so it's a bit risky. Desi's going down to low HP. And now again, some bathrooms control. Like you were saying, Third Impact's been really good at getting this, but at the same time, Recon 5 has had incredibly diverse setups that haven't really relied on just holding bathrooms. They've given up bathrooms over and over and had setups ready to kind of counter it once the execute came through, or they had control somewhere else where they could flank. It's been really nice to see kind of both of these plays working together. Almost like Third Impact is playing directly into Recon 5's planet.
Absolutely. That's actually a bomb. Yeah, Walker's gonna find that trade. And that might allow Tempton to go into this A site. But Recon 5, knowing that the B hit didn't go well and the A sits have been the bread and butter for Third Impact, they actually had 3 players here off the start, so they might not expect something. But that other player that went here was Desi, and it's usually Saturn and Slight, so they might expect 2 more to be here. But they're not going to hard clear a truck, and that's going to allow for a perfect crossfire between Saturn and Slight to trade off 2. And that's only Walker by himself. That's 1, but that's going to be it. And what a perfect crossfire. That's like textbook right there at Recon 5. And it's weird to say that Third Impact have actually been in this half, it feels like, but the score would not show it.
Yeah, no, there's been a lot of close rounds where Recon 5 has had so many good setups and just kind of shut down Third Impact at the last moment. They've been getting all the map control that they need, but they can't convert when it comes to the bomb site hits. They even get the bomb down sometimes, but it keeps going down to these man disadvantaged situations. We had the one round, I feel like it was that one round where they got the bomb down and they just already gotten the kills. It was a 4-on-1. That was the post plant that they closed out, where there wasn't really even a post plant in the first place. So, Tech 9, Steagles, and AK into this round 14. So it's a bit of a half buy. They have a bit of an investment into this, so it's possible, but they still have money for the next round with that 3 loss bonus. So maximizing their chances in both of these rounds here. Third Impact, once again, looking for their slow control. And it's most likely going to be given to them because this is a really passive A setup. Slight just towards map, Saturn at truck, making sure he doesn't get shot in the side of the head from long. And then even a passive setup in pit, so Recon 5 playing really standard, really passive towards both of these bomb sites.
Look
and
at
even
this.
falling back as the nades come through.
Look at this from Third Impact. They have this wall of smokes right at the front of the site. I haven't seen this before, but the thing is, if you're making a play like this, you have to expect 3 players to be here, and they do anyway. They just shove through their Tech 9, taking their shots to the face, and the Grape's going to get a nice shot on the Slight. And that's going to be the A site wide open. They do have a truck plant, though, which isn't going to allow for much of a great post plant. So they really have to find these kills. But as I say, that Wilkie actually finds Brett, and the flash comes over, which is going to initiate this retake for Recon 5.
Yet here it comes, 4-on-4. There's some low HP on some of these T's, but yeah, Walker's gonna get given this up. So too long, too towards bathrooms. They're playing pretty close up. The first comes in from Saturn. They have to peek into this bomb defuse, and the smoke is gonna mean that the defuse comes through. No kills for Third Impact. Planted towards truck. They can't see that at all. The post plant just wasn't for them. And so Recon 5's gonna get away scot-free on that defuse. 10 rounds for them, only 4 for Third Impact, and they're gonna have their guns still, but it's looking tough.
It's looking tough, and it has been tough, and it's just that round, like you said, they planted truck and just it didn't allow for a great post plant.
I think I know why that happened actually. When the execute came through, Recon 5 immediately reacted by mollying Dice for the default plant. And I think Third Impact just wanted to get the bomb down, and so they planted towards truck. They didn't wait for that to fade because the rotate was coming through. So I think just maybe a little bit of impatience or just, you know, really good counter util out of Recon 5 means that it just like completely destroyed the quality of that post-plant setup from Third Impact. And so here we have another execute. It's going to be an opener going into the 5-on-4, but there's a lot of CTs ready to fight here. Wilkie in the pit is low HP. He's going to get taken out as well, but Desi answers with one. Answers with two, actually, before he goes down, so it's going to equalize. Meanwhile, Walker burns one, and Dane gets a kill. So that's 4 kills for Third Impact, as Slight is last alive with his op. Just towards CT, kind of stuck here, waiting for a molly to fade.
It's gonna be a tough one for Slight, especially with this op. No util at all, but he's actually gonna go for a quick scope, slightly miss it, and that's gonna be a fit for Third Impact. And that's I think that's the second round this whole half where they went B. The first one was that slightly like delayed B split that didn't work out too well, but they managed to get that one, or at least put a fifth into their back pocket going into it. And the base of the stories this half is like Third Impact have a window, but then Recon 5 just find a way to push it through to squeeze one out. And that, I think it roots back all the way to that 2v4 they had. I think it was like round 4 or 5 that Third Impact should have easily closed out, but Recon 5 was able to snowball that round to like 4 more. And it's absolutely crazy. I will say Recon 5 had some great reads because Third Impact, they didn't throw any bathroom retail that round, and it allowed for just a 4-man stack for Recon 5. But Third Impact showed they had a solid B execute, so this is the map pick for Third Impact, so this is still going to work out. They hopefully should be able to pull out something good going into the CT side.
Yeah. I think Grape here has tanked up Jane, bought him the dualies, and he has armor. Bought some util for himself as well, so only 2 players with armor going into this CT pistol, and now Glocks coming at a monster. It's not going to matter because the dualies triple up. I should say 4 kills for him, actually. He's on for the ace as Desi's last alive. Third Impact coming in with a really nice pistol now. That's heavy Davey influence coming in on this pistol round. I actually want to see if he gets this ace here. Desi. Close short. Come on. Give us a little wide swing. Surely, right? Surely, right?
Desi's just buying his time. Maybe Recon 5's having a talk right now. What do they want to do next?
I'm getting impatient.
But
there it is.
Yeah, he's gonna get the ace.
He's gonna get the ace with the dualies. Absolutely fantastic. Those things are just a machine gun on the pistol round, and especially tanked up with the armor. No aim punch. He's able to just laser him down. It's actually really accurate spraying, man. Like the dualies are sick on pistols, and that's why. 30 bullets. No need to reload on that ace. So this is gonna be a really good chance for Third Impact to actually, you know, make this game really close. They're gonna go up against some full Glocks here, just 2 P250s, 2 flashes for Recon 5. Most likely a 7th, and if they can win that bonus, get the first gun round on the board, it's gonna be a way tighter game than that first half game off. So the flashes. It's actually gonna be a trade and a dink. Wow, 2 kills coming out with just these P250s and Glocks. But it is gonna get slaughtered otherwise. George last alive. Looking to see if he can pick up anything else, but it's not looking likely.
Not at all. But 2 players going down for Third Impact, that's a lot more than you want to on a round like that, especially with the full Glock monster rush. You really don't want to see those 2 guns. And we saw Recon 5 go into that economy hole into that first half, and they were able just to win round by round by round. But as soon as they lost 1, they were forced into a double eco. So Third Impact should know, like, hey, we kind of need to keep this economy up. So if we just not do what we just did, not just stay alive on ecos, it would be nice.
Yeah, one thing that I've seen is less and less teams go for the rush on T-side ecos, and more they'll just get a couple pistols spread out and just see if they can get a kill or 2. That's almost more valuable to chip down the CT economy because it's so weak just in general than getting a bomb plant for yourself, because if anything you can just get Galils and you have equal guns to the M4s at that point. But there's definitely a lot of ways to play that, and more I think keeping the CT economy weak has been what people are opting to do. So 10 to 7, we have some bathrooms control, so pretty similar out of Recon 5 compared to Third Impact's T side, but only Insane left pretty much on an island in this bathroom. Yeah, he's gonna get shot in the back of the head, completely isolated, no cover. That's gonna leave the A site with only one player on it as well. Brett's here with his M4. No util. And it looks like an A execute is being set up now, so it might be Slight going down. Brett wants to peek out towards long, but looking out towards bathrooms here. He's actually going to manage to get 2 kills. Wilkie, off of Brett's dink, is going to get a TK. So, pretty much a miracle is going to mean that this is a 3-on-3. Yeah, Brett can't even believe it in the chat. And so Dane picking up another means that it's actually the man advantage on what looked like a super unfavorable round for third impact. Pattern ready with this flash. George is in a good position to capitalize. There's some really blind players in front of him, but he's ready for both sides now as they wrap his left. He's going to get one into the 3-on-1, but he can't do anything else. So 2 players alive as they get that defuse through. Third impact picks up their 8th.
Super funny. That's a round that third impact shouldn't have won, but they had plenty of those on their T side that should have gone their way and didn't. So they're probably going to take that. Recon 5. When you get a TK like that, usually you like to laugh it off. And something like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh, that's so funny. But when you lose because of it, it just puts a whole new meaning that you can't really just laugh off and like, damn, we should just had it. Yeah. So hopefully that doesn't put any rough spirits on the Recon 5. They are up 10-8. They do have an economy right now of still 3 AKs in a rifle. So they should be okay, but they're going to go back leaning towards this B side as they're going to get short control with Saturn and Wilkies.
This is something we didn't really see much at all from third impact. Just straight up taking the short control and nothing else. They really opted for the bathrooms over and over and over. And then they had they had the quick B execute and then they had the late B execute. So definitely a different look. Meanwhile, third impact does just have a pretty standard B setup here, although 2 towards monster. So that's kind of interesting as they get grape up towards the crate, and then yeah, Dane playing close. They're gonna transition up con into bathrooms, and meanwhile Brett, I think he might be ready to rotate. Okay, I thought he was going towards CT, but no. It's gonna be these 2 close A players that are here to defend. It looks like another execute setup because all the players are committed towards the A side. 40 seconds left. Coming in soon. That's an opener from Walker. Falling back. Eagle goes down. There's some rifles left though. Oh, a really nice flash, but Walker doesn't even care. He picks up the second into the 5-on-3, and now they're so separated. It's gonna be hard for them. Boy, to Walker's multi-kill. He's gonna pick up the third. Even the tag onto Slight. What a fantastic round from him as he flashes high. He's ready to pick up this 4K as he posts up. Can't quite hit the shot yet, but his team is here. So either way, it's the 9th round for third impact. And Recon 5 has a very interesting economy.
Indeed they do, and it's so funny how they're in this economy hole all through that first half, and now that they're fighting themselves on it on the T side of the second half. And it's really frustrating if you're just an IGL trying to call these rounds, but yet every other round you're basically playing for your whole economy and how the next 2 rounds are going to lay out. So it must be really getting Recon 5 how they want to get into these rounds, as third impact starting this make this comeback, about to make it even 10-10 if they don't pull out a miracle in this round.
Yeah, like I was saying, they picked up their bonus, picked up the first gun, and now this game's pretty much tied up. Onto another eco. Ooh, this could get kind of interesting actually if they can get the trades through. So it is into the 3-on-3, and they're going to pick up some rifles as well as an op over on Desi. So this could be interesting. Maybe an 11th for Recon 5 if they can put a plan together. They do have to pick up the bomb, but of course, yeah, this half is already looking very favorable for third impact. At least much more compared to their last half. We're potentially into a tie game.
Yeah, they do have Brett pushing up along here to get all this info. That's going to allow for two of these players to lean towards this B site. They're going to throw a monster smoke, and that's right as the T's are coming to monster. So that's going to put a real hamper on things. The one blessing they do have is Wilkie's been in short this whole time, so they know the CTs don't have much info, at least towards this B site. But with that smoke coming out, you have to think, hey, maybe they have the info towards A site, but they're here with 30 seconds left. They don't really have a choice but to really commit towards it. with Desi with this off really close. It's going to be up to him to try to find this first kill. Molly up the monster, Molly at the site. And this is actually looking very good for third impact as they play this really packed massive setup. But Desi has a read on it, but he's going to miss the shot. And with Slight burning on sight, he has to get this bomb down now. But he's actually going to find a kill from up top instead. That's going to allow for a plant. But here comes a Brett from short to, ooh, almost missed that kill. But he gets it nonetheless. And that's going to be a 2-on-1 for Desi. And Desi actually finds the first on the Grape. And now it's on to Desi to bring it back. But he actually hits the shot. With 4 HP, Brett hits the head. And that's going to bring it 10-all. Woo.
Yeah, that was a completely back and forth round. Like you were saying, the CTs didn't have much info towards short B, but where they did have info was Brett pushing all the way out long and clearing out everything towards A. So the CTs absolutely knew that was coming. They played the really passive setup. That was Slight going for a super ballsy play though on top of the wood on site, which I really liked, knowing that the CT's teammate was pinned down towards Graffiti. So close 2-on-2, but third impact is going to tie the game 5 rounds in a row, winning everything so far on their CT side. And so as we go into this next gun, this is a big one. We'll see if Recon 5 can finally answer back. They do have a Krieg, which is kind of different.
You're pulling out the Krieg, I was pulling out the Op, but yeah, either way, they have 2 guns that can easily one-shot with scope, so basically same thing.
Yeah, no, they're the same gun. Another monster setup. Third impact.
Yeah, Recon 5 was, I think we're expecting a bit of a change of pace from third impact, because third impact have been playing really slow on the CT side, so maybe this is one of those rounds where they're expecting third impact to change it up. So they actually played pretty far back with no one watching B, 2 watching Fountain, and 3 in party, but because they actually didn't hear anything, they're just gonna take all this long presence for free, and they're in long bathrooms with more than a minute on the clock. This is very good map control for them, but third impact's playing a very similar setup to how Recon 5 was on their CT side, where they're playing a bit more in the bathrooms and really just trying to hold it from there instead of playing from the sites or holding from like divider and like long bath. They're playing a bit more towards like the garbage area, but that kills and throw a wrench in the works, and it'd be up to Insane to take in anything, and he doesn't go insane that round as Saturn finds his kills, but Brett's only going to get 1 before getting caught off back, and now Grape's the only one here to try to do anything, but the trades for Recon 5 are on point as they're able to go into it, and it's going to be all up to Jane, but Slight has his number right now, and he's going to get that kill for the hat trick in the round, and that was a super solid round of the Recon 5 to win their first full buy.
We were talking about change of pace, and what Third Impact did in that round was they actually played the exact same setup from the round before, where Walker was posted up on Divider, and then I think it was Brett towards Flowers looking into bathrooms at map. And when the flashes came out towards long, that was when Third Impact opted to push into bathrooms and get that inside bathroom set up, thinking that maybe it would be probably a long play out of Recon 5, or at least knowing that Recon 5 didn't have bathrooms control yet because they were dedicating so much to long. But then at that point, the molly came in to bathrooms, which forced an op peek out of one of the CT players, and so that opened up the A site. So some solid reactions out of both teams, kind of a push and pull of control there was what led to that A site being taken. And so, yeah, we are going to have a save from Third Impact as a result. The money's actually really interesting. Grape going down is only on 1650. Dane on 1700, Walker on 1400, and they just have USPs, so I'm thinking they're going to save going into next, like surely. They only have 1 loss bonus, there's no way they can buy into the next. Unless, you know, Brett saves this AUG, they pull out like 2 rifles somehow out of this, but I mean, I just don't see it happening. Brett going down to 8 HP. This is kind of tough for Third Impact. Recon 5 has a chance to get 2 rounds in a row.
Kind of insane. Brett was running back from Divider, and he was outside bathroom, and Slight just took a shot towards like down the inside bathroom where operas would usually play, and he just happened to tag Brett on the fallback. That's just super unfortunate, and that's when Brett's gonna want to get antsy at AHP, try to find something, but he's just gonna get picked down. But there is a 3A stack for Third Impact, and with a Deacon and AUG, this can get at least nasty for Recon 5, but as I say that, it gets nasty for Third Impact, and that's when Recon 5 quickly cleaned it up. And as you were stating before, Third Impact, they're now feeling what Recon 5 felt, and their economy is now down in the pooper. So they're gonna have to really decide how they want to play this, because even next round with Brett only on 1950, he's gonna have a really weak buy after this, with only getting 2400 into the next round.
Yeah, this gets scary now. Of course, back onto a double eco. So they're finally going to have some guns in the next, but letting Recon 5 run away with this half, even after winning, yeah, 5 in a row. Going to be 13 most likely for Recon 5, so despite tying it up, right back in Recon 5's favor. That's Saturn in short, picking up 1, picking up 2. Can he get the third? Actually, not quite. That's insane, opening up Khan to shoot him in the side. So, meanwhile, we do have Walker in a bit of a sticky situation towards long, isolated and taken down. And these 4 players are going to opt to group up, take care of this anti-eco, and just push out towards the A site. Insane's on the flank. Dane does have an AK, but it looks like he's probably opting to just save it. There's a bunch of info that isn't coming towards B, but he's going to be pushing towards Monster. Yeah, just trying to get away from these Ts to get this nice rifle into the next round. Maybe going for double op. He can save that. Ooh, if Insane can manage to get this kill somehow, that would be a really nice double rifle to get out game, but he can't quite get the kill. Loki's going to walk away with his life. And now again, 13th round for Recon 5. It's looking pretty scary for Third Impact despite their little comeback.
Absolutely, they're at least gonna get this AK at this moment, and yeah, it's gonna be a 13 for Recon 5, and this is really gonna be the do or die round for the Impact if they want to stay in this game. Because if they lose this next round, that's gonna allow Recon 5 going to 14, and you're gonna have to decide whether you want to be on like a weird force buy or do you want to full save and let Recon 5 on the 15, and then you get your buy. So this is gonna be a big round for Third Impact if they want to have a good chance to stay in this game.
That's one of the toughest rounds to call as an IGL, whether you want to play it safe but give up the 15th pretty much for sure, or go into a force buy, try to get the 14th, but if you lose, the game's just done. It's a big pressure call, and so we'll see if that has to happen if Third Impact does lose this round. Luckily, they're gonna have pretty much everything they need into this one. Yeah, there's an op on the ground for Walker somewhere, if he's just gonna get a rifle. Oh, they are buying an op for him. So yeah, they have everything they need in this round. Up versus op, Slight has actually been playing super well, so I'd imagine having him on the op is going to be pretty impactful, so we'll see where they head with the big green. Walker actually going towards long here. And 2 towards playground. Oh, we could see a fight here. Wilkie actually boosting up. Could get dangerous if Walker wants to peek out without a flash, but Brett is actually throwing one, so we'll see what happens here. There's the pop. Oh, but he can't hit the shot, peeking towards playground. They've spotted the boost, so that's a lot of info, knowing that the default is going towards A. And Brett is, Insane actually, still set up towards party. So I don't think they're going to be ready for this. Yeah, they're not, but Slight is going to hit the flick. Walker trades one back, so it's into the 4-on-3 now. And in the meantime, I think a kill came out towards short, or was it Con? Either way, we're into man advantage for Third Impact. They're going to pick up the bomb, Recon 5, and they do have some bathrooms control, but it's looking very favorable for Third Impact in this.
Walker almost got caught coming back in the outside position, but that gets super scary for them. They do have 2 players in short. No, Brett's in Con, and they did not expect that at all as Wilkie finds that one too. After 2 players in Con, that's going to be a great trade for Third Impact. So that's only Desi by himself with this rifle, and he actually might not expect, and he's actually looking for this other player in Dane, so if he could find this, that's going to be a 1-on-2 with 30 seconds left. But, he doesn't clear it out completely. With this smoke being thrown now, they're going to know he's here. He's actually going to get shot right in the back, and that's going to be around for Third Impact. And something we saw out of that round, which we didn't see a lot of, which we didn't see a very good job on Third Impact's T side, is that they were trading wonderfully there. They're playing in pairs, they're playing together, at least might not have been close to one another all the time, but they're at least in spots where they could bounce off one another and at least go 1 for 1. And it happened, that was able to happen towards that found position to allow them to get into that man advantage before even Recon 5 was able to get any map control. So that's a super good showing for Third Impact, but with losing 2 guns, that's still going to hurt the economy. So if it's basically the same story as last round. They lose this round, next round's going to get even scarier for them because now they have 1 less loss bonus.
Oh, nice little opener out of Walker. It looked a bit scary, but he is going to pull it through. And now Molly and Smoke towards Divider. Once again, Recon 5 with the same showing, taking their map control. Oh, flash into bathrooms. Insane's not able to avoid it, but he still gets the kill. It's 5-on-3. Third Impact looking great in this round once again. Now Insane opting for more. He is going to get the dink. That's actually really good. um, getting some info and a lot of damage into this round. Still a man advantage for third impact as he goes down. So Bathrooms control, a minute left. Only a smoke and a nade here on that low HP player. They have the bomb towards A. It looks like it surely has to be a commit, and Dane has so much info towards this B site. It's looking so favorable for third impact on this A hold. Brett close Bathrooms. Of course, Walker. He's been deadly with this op so far. He's also here, ready to pounce, but it looks like he's opting to maybe rotate down. Brett goes for the info play, and that's going to leave the A site pretty much completely open as Walker. Oh, he actually does have a player towards Van, or Truck. I thought that was in heaven. Reading my map a little bit wrong means that there is a lot of support here towards A. That's going to be great, picking up 2. Walker peeks out. He gets one for himself, and it's just a cleanup from there on. 13 to 12.
I was about to bite your tongue for you because third impact's actually been doing a great job this whole CT half. As soon as things go quiet, they like to go for these small little info plays, and that rotations have been perfect. They've been stacking the sites really well, making sure that, hey, I'm not hearing anything towards A, they'll lean that player down towards B, or having calm waiting for that quick rotate. Or that round, like you said, they had all that info towards short that, hey, there's no one here, so they actually had that 3 stack towards A. So even despite Brett going down, they actually had a pretty good double truck hold to keep it in. And with that, it's still the same story. Their third impact, they lose this round. They're going to be on a weird bye next round, potentially putting Recon 5 onto a 14th. But the difference is this time, the economy for Recon 5 isn't that great. So if Recon 5 doesn't get a plant, at least into this round, that's going to be 13-13, potentially third impact going on 14 and taking the lead for the first time in this game.
You're absolutely right. It is looking kind of scary. But third impact's been able to convert pretty much every time. Recon 5 going for the same play. We've seen this out of both teams over and over, just this slow Bathrooms control. One thing that was nice to see out of third impact on that round where they were playing up towards up long with Walker on that op and then in party with Brett was they finally did that change of pace that we've been talking about, we wanted to see, and it worked really well for them if they were just able to hit the shots. It was both Walker and Brett actually missing, of course. But the play worked. They caught Recon 5 off guard like twice in that same play. That piece worked fantastically, and so I feel like Recon 5 has to try something different too, because they're clearly letting this half slip away, doing the same default over and over and unable to convert these rounds. It looks like they're switching it up a little bit by throwing an A fake, and they have 3 players with the bomb going out monster. Meanwhile, there's 2 players in short for the CTs here, so they're giving up the entire site, and this post plant might get a little bit interesting. 2 T's committing up towards A. That's going to be Saturn going down, and Wilkie running all the way back. He's going to run into both these short players, and now the bomb creeping up bridge. They have to realize that there's no time here. Yeah, they have to get that bomb down. And now Wilkie is at least going to get the info. Yeah, there's 2 players in short here, so Recon 5's ready for it. They're scaling up towards CT. They have all the control of this B site, but they do have a man disadvantage. Ooh, Brett and Walker not ready for this. That's going to be Desi picking up 1, but George is ready to trade back into the 3-on-3. It's equalized. Slight. Ooh, is actually going to miss that shot. He's been really nice with the op. 27 and 16, but missing a couple. No way the Go TV's lagging right now. Surely not. Oh my god, it's into the 3-on-1. Wilkie peeking out towards the bomb. He's going to get 2 kills. And now it's just Insane left alive. He can't get it done. 1-on-3. I can't believe we missed half of that post plant. But either way, it's going to be 14 for Recon 5, and like we were saying, really bad economy for third impact. Did you get that? You got that Go TV line too?
Yeah, I got it too. Don't worry. I was just as hard as you are. We do have third impact timeout, so we're able to dissect that round just a little bit because you were stating that Recon 5, they were doing the same thing every round, the same default. The one thing that did different that time is that they realized third impact has consistently had 3 players towards this A site in the late round, and when you think about it, that means the CTs has to be getting info for that to happen, and they played that exactly right. They knew the CTs were getting info, so they just chose to throw a fake. They knew the 3 players were going to be there and just walked out monster. And they did not see anyone until even after the bomb was down when they tried to push in the short. And then they saw where the 2B players were. So great read out of Recon 5 to see how third impact's playing that round and how their A sites were getting demolished means their B site must be weak somewhere. They found that hole perfectly, and it could not have been a better time. As I've been stating a storyline for basically this whole half, third impact, now onto this week bye, and it's allowing Recon 5 to potentially go onto this 15th unless they have this crazy eco strat, which looks like it's just going to be towards 5A.
Yeah, that's not even a P250 on Brett. That's a P2000. So the literal only investment they have is this Zeus onto Dangerous. So most likely, I'd say almost guaranteed 15th for Recon 5 after this really nice effort out of Third Impact, winning so many gun rounds, looking really strong on their CT holds. Recon 5, of course, making that one adaptation like you were talking about is going to put them in a really good position to take this map. And they're playing it slow too. They're ready for the anti-eco.
Yeah, they're changing it up by doing the 2 con instead of bringing the instead of bringing the 2 riflers up towards A. So they swapped it the same exact way Recon 5 did. They played very similar styles onto the CT side, and maybe Recon 5 realized that too, and that's why they had such a great read into last round. But this time, Recon 5 choosing not to get caught off on this eco like they're impacted on their side, but it's hard to think that this round could do anything, but except if Brett is just looking at Desi waiting for a shot in the face and he does get it, so that's going to be at least an AK. But Saturn's going to be here to protect it and not doing too much, so Saturn has to be careful going wide because there's a bunch of pistols here. If these headshots choose to connect, it can get dangerous, but they're just going to choose to fall back and play completely safe. But the CTs are coming for them, and it's going to get bombed down. And now it's a 4-on-3, and that's 2 AKs on the Third Impact, so if these shots can connect, it might not even matter with the armor, but oh, that small little choke point of the door makes it super hard. But Wilkie manages to get 3 before going down in that molly. That's gonna leave Insane by himself with the USP, and he's gonna let that go into short. Maybe try to grab this AK, but he actually has a lot of time to play with rudely. So if the Recon 5 play that wrong in any way, this could get dangerous. But Insane's just gonna play the long game. Let Recon 5 go on to 15. Just bring an AK going to the next round, knowing their economy is not that great.
Yeah, they made it look really dangerous for a sec, but Wilkie, like you were saying, able to farm as they come out of that condor. That's an absolute dream on the anti-eco as he gets his HLTV stats. Either way, Recon 5 is going to get that 15th, but Third Impact still got some life in him if they're able to make it that close to pistols. Of course, you'd imagine they still have some plays left on their gun rounds. They've got to win 3 in a row to bring this to OT. Going to be tough, but of course we've seen them win 5 in a row. I feel like surely it's possible. And if they win this, that damage will actually come into play, because it's going to be potentially a tough buy next round for Recon. If they get a bomb plant, I think like surely they can buy, but if they can win 2 in a row, Third Impact definitely has an eco on the cards.
Walker's pushed up really far with Insane by his side, so they're going to know this B play is coming, so this is actually going to be a 3 players here for Third Impact, which is something we haven't seen before. But Brett jump spots right as his hit comes out, and people are getting caught with their nades up. A team flash actually coming through stops George from getting a double, so this B hit's not going to get slowed down, as it's actually a 4-on-3 for Third Impact.
Yeah, like you were saying, they found that opener, but they weren't able to convert. Were able to get those trades back, and now it looks a little bit tough because they don't have any of the map controls. They went for that full commit, and they weren't able to pull it through. Desi's going to be jumping down straight into the push from Insane. Yeah, they capitalized and got all the map control they needed once they realized that it was so committed for Recon 5 towards B here. And that means that Recon 5 are choked out in this round. Nothing they can do but try to poke in. That's Grape seeing the shadow. Saturn goes for the monster play, and all it is Slight in the 1-on-4 with the bomb and Op in a dream.
Oh, like you said, it might just have to stay a dream because the economy on Recon 5 isn't that great, and if you lose this round, especially without this Op, you're gonna be on weird money next round, and that's gonna allow Third Impact on 14. So you're leaving it to just one more buy round to decide if you win this, if you win this map, or you just take it to overtime. And Third Impact have looked super solid on this CT side, and the only reason Recon 5 is this close is because they're able to squeeze out these rounds onto the first half that they shouldn't have won before. So Slight saving this Op is going to be absolutely monumental. He's going to have 4K into this round. He's going to be able to drop a rifle.
Look at the money.
Yeah, he's going to be able to drop a... They can actually... if I'm them,
This
I'll
is
take
so
a pause
tough.
here. This is such a tough call.
Oh,
Because
this is so tough.
you can actually, George can buy a rifle. Slight can drop one. You'd have 3 rifles. And it looks like they're already electing to do it. No pause at all. So this is basically do or die for them, in my opinion.
Wow, that's such a weird call, because on money that low, you will often decide to just force there because you'll be on double eco. But you can't afford to double eco right now. There's only 2 rounds left in regulation. So they're going to opt to force now and just go for a force in the next one, I guess.
But they have
But
to.
what they could have done as well was maybe save and go for like a desperate buy in the next and just get as much money as possible pulled together. But they're going for this late B execute. Not quite the rush, but here come the nades. Dane is ready to hold it down. He gets the first and he's trying to spray transfer into nothing. Grape is going to pick one up as well. Wilkie's able to trade one back. So it's the 4-on-3, same story as last round, but they've gotten out Monster.
Ooh.
So this is their chance. Wilkie picks up another. And now they're going to have site control. The mid-site smoke comes down, and the 3 CTs are gathered up towards Graffiti to try and go for this retake. The bomb hasn't quite gone down yet, though. So this could get a bit dangerous. Wilkie opting to pick up an AK before he tries to scale towards the site. They're taking it real nice and slow, waiting for Third Impact to make a mistake here. This is tough, because Third Impact, at this point, for all they know, they could have short control. They could be flanking Monster, but I think what's going on here is Recon 5 might be trying to make a play into Graffiti to get a pick back. They really don't want to get this bomb down. Letting the clock run down, they're going to get a kill. Desi picks one up, but now the bomb, as it finally goes towards the site, the molly's not quite going to hit. And now Insane is going to put it into the one-on-one. Wilkie peeking out is going to close it, and Recon 5 on the shaky buy is going to bring you the 16th round for themselves, of course, on their T side. And so, very close game, but there it is.
Absolutely. That was the pick of Third Impact, and they weren't able to pull that one over. So Recon 5 taking a huge pick into this series. And that's going to lead us into the second map, which is going to be Mirage as the pick of Recon 5. So we're going to take a small break as that gets all ready to go. Go grab your snacks, go to the bathroom, and relax your nerves because we're going to need it too. And we'll see you back into the next map.